Hey Max, looking through qualifying, it looked like there was quite a lot of evolution. The car felt really slippery to start with, and then you got pole at the end. Did it feel like the car just came to you really quickly?
Well, it was just quite tricky up until Q3 really with the car balance, but I think the final adjustments we did after FP3 were good. We did have to fine-tune it a little bit through Q1 and Q2, but I think it was just also the track temperature didn't make it easy for everyone out there. So it was all about fine-tuning that, and then Q2 already was quite close, but then Q3 we seemed to jump ahead a little bit, and around here it's very hard to have a perfect lap just because there are so many factors to it. Like if you overpush a little bit with this low grip because of the altitude, you easily make a mistake. So it's actually about staying calm and precise, which gives you the lap time, which, you know, in a Formula 1 car is not always the easiest.
Now you got two Mercedes behind you. How hard is it going to be to keep them behind?
Yeah, I think they will have good race pace. I mean, all the time when they have been quite competitive in general, normally they step it up a little bit more in the race, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I just want to have a good race. Of course, I try to win it, but we'll see tomorrow.
George, is it mixed emotions? Because you kind of laid it all out there and went for pole, and I know you haven't quite got it, but still, the pace was there.
Yeah, it really is mixed emotions because, as you said, the pace was there. We were quickest in FP2, FP3. Lewis was quickest in Q1 and Q2, and ultimately neither of us are on pole in Q3. And I just struggled in qualifying. The car wasn't feeling quite the same for me in Q1. Got a bit more of a groove in Q2, and then I thought Q3 I needed to set like a strong banker lap. And my final lap, I really went for it. I had a really strong turn 1, 2, 3. I thought, here we go. When I lost 2 attempts at turn 4 and a mistake, gained it all back, and then I locked up in the final sector. So after the mistake at turn 4, it was never going to be strong enough for pole, but it shows that it was more than possible, and that's why I'm a little bit disappointed, because there was a good 4 or 5 attempts on the table, and ultimately I didn't deliver for the team.
Have you got the pace in the car to win tomorrow?
Yeah, we absolutely do have the pace in the car to win tomorrow, but on a circuit like this you need more than the pace. You need the right strategy, the right straight line speed. We are slower than Red Bull in the straight, so it's going to be difficult to overtake them on the circuit. So we're going to probably have to be quite bold at turn 1, maybe not quite as aggressive as last week, and then aggressive with a strategy. So it's a long race, 70 laps, anything can happen, and we'll be going for it.
Lewis, fastest in Q1, fastest in Q2, it looked like it was going to be your day, and then obviously that track limits issue. What's your view on that, and did you think without that it could have been your day?
Well, I haven't seen it, so I would imagine it definitely probably was on the limit. I think Q3 was an issue with the engine, so I lost whatever performance benefit we had in the beginning. The first 2 qualifying sessions, it just disappeared right at the end. So, and then it was just a little bit difficult. Once you have your lap taken away from you, you can't push as hard because you need to get a clean lap. So it's just one of those sessions.
Still a great starting spot, isn't it? Up there with George as well, and the car looks good around here. So
yeah, the car's been generally really, really good. I think I just hope it's very, very difficult to overtake here, and so how we get around tomorrow, trying to get around these guys, or hopefully playing the match strategy. If we can somehow hold on to them, that's going to be key.
Carlos, it looked like you were really fighting the car out there in qualifying. What was it like for you?
It was a fight, a clear fight out there. I think you could see it from the outside. I don't know if we haven't nailed the setup, or we just got it wrong with tires, or the altitude is just affecting us a bit too much here, but it's clear that the car over one lap hasn't been as competitive as it's been in other Grand Prix, and now we need to focus clearly on putting a good race together tomorrow, knowing that this weekend we might not be the fastest, but yeah, when the car is so tricky, putting a good lap together in quali is always tricky.
Were you surprised by the pace of the Mercedes, and how tricky do you think it's going to be to take the fight to them tomorrow?
No, for me it was more the unpredictability of our car more than anything else. I think if I would have put the sectors of the 2 Q3 laps together, I am on an 18.0, 17.9. It's just how difficult it was to drive it, how many mistakes I could do during the lap, because it was honestly a very big fight out there.